Ahoy there, mateys, and welcome back to Skies of Arcadia. We just plundered the red moon crystal from the ancient Temple of Pyron, so now it's time to get out of here. Belleza, sorry to have kept you waiting so long. I hope you weren't too worried about us. I'm so glad that you're alright. Did you find the moon crystal? Hey, of course we found it. I knew you could do it. Would it be alright if I took a look at it? Wow, so this is one of the legendary moon crystals. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined. Thank you so much. I'm sure that Lord Gaussian will be very pleased. What? What are you talking about? Let me show you. Belleza, who are you? That's one hell of a costume change. Let me reintroduce myself. I am Belleza, the 4th Admiral of the Imperial Armada. I specialise in covert operations. You don't need to get your hands bloody to win battles. Sometimes a little trickery goes a long way. You tricked us! Belleza? Or, Belleza? So everything that you said, about your parents, about war, about your childhood, was it all a lie? Did you just say all that to get us to trust you? I told you the truth. I never said my father was from Nazir. He was a valiant soldier, and he did die in battle. Years later, I too became a soldier. I want to put an end to all wars, so nobody has to go through what I went through. Countries go to war arguing over borders and resources. If the world was united under one rule, there would be no more war. That is why we need the power of the Gigas to make sure no one opposes us. Valua must rule the world. Belleza, no, don't. Red Gigas Recumen, as bearer of the red moon crystal, I command you to awaken and do my bidding. This doesn't look good. Fina, what did she do? This is bad, right? Recumen, no, she can't be. Goodbye, handsome. Recumen, I command you, engulf these three in your flames. Advise, Ica, hurry, we must run. Fina, what's going on? Belleza, she's summoning Recumen for Red Gigas. She's using the power of the red moon crystal to awaken him. This really doesn't look good. Is she what? Okay, I guess we have to run. Ica, Fina, let's get out of here. Sadly though, Belleza took the ship that we came on. So we're kind of stranded in the middle of the desert with a Gigas. This will be fun. Is that? Oh yeah, this is definitely not good. Yes, that's the Red Gigas Recumen. So those weren't statues in front of the temple, they were its heads. It's looking at us. Run! Fina! Fina, are you alright? Come on, we gotta go. I'm so sorry, I tripped. Ica, Fina, take cover. Oh yeah, these Gigas are definitely going to be a problem. It missed us. Something hit it in the head. I can't leave you three alone, can I? Stop gawking and get on. Captain! Captain, you came back for us. Hurry, maybe we could take that thing out in the little jack. Well, it's definitely going to be a better idea than trying to take it on in melee combat. Admiral Belleza, that ship is rescuing them. Ready the Lynx, I want to make sure they don't escape. Yes, Admiral. Well, handsome, now we can see what you're made of.
Heya!
Captain, you came back just in time. I didn't come back for you. My search for Recumen brought me back to this desert. And I wasn't about to watch the three of you get roasted by that thing. Hey, Fina, get a load of the Captain. I wonder how long you can act like he doesn't care about us. Heike, you really shouldn't tease him like that. Who's acting? I just want to find Recumen. Rotten little brat's always getting me into trouble. You know he's not wrong. All we've done since we met him is got him into trouble. Calm down, Captain. But what should we do about that thing? Well, let's treat it like a practice run for when I finally get to fight Recumen. That thing packs quite a punch. Do not get hit by that beam, no matter what. I don't know if a little Jack can take a direct hit.
Aye aye!
Aye aye, Captain. Let's go. And Recumen joins the party again. And now it's time for the first airship boss battle against Recumen, the Red Gigas, an avatar of the Red Moon. So this is probably going to be a challenge. Hey Captain, do you have any idea how we fight this thing? You know as much about this thing as I do, boy. Just stay up high and see what it does for now. So to begin with, we're going to just increm ourselves, make sure we can survive an attack, and we'll see how much damage it does to us. We'll also see how much damage we can deal to it using our main cannon. So since a Gigas is an ancient weapon of war, this is going to be far more difficult to fight than the ships we've been fighting so far. So we can't just go in and wing this one, we have to actually think of a tactic. I don't even see how much damage that dealt to him. So this thing has so much health that our cannons don't even touch it. So this is going to be difficult. So the one good thing in our favour is that Recumen only uses for one attack, his big red laser beam, but with that said, it is a very deadly attack, and he's preparing it right now. So as long as if we find a way to deal with that properly, then we'll be able to take him down. Okay, so let's defend against this and see how much damage the Red Ray does. That's a direct hit to the little Jack. Okay, if we didn't guard, that would have done about 5,000 damage, which is half of our ship's health. So a couple of them will destroy us. What was that? A few more hits like that and we're done for. I can't believe it. I've never seen such destructive power before. Well, this is a Gigas for you, so we've got to think of a way to beat it. So for now, we're going to try and focus all of our damage onto the turn that it hits us. Because when Drachma saved us, that's what he did, and it knocked it off balance. So we're still not really doing any damage to it, but as long as if we can knock it off balance, then we can avoid the attack. But of course, if this doesn't work, we're going to get a laser beam to the face without a defense up. Yeah, we still can't see any visible damage on the boss yet. But we did manage to evade the attack. So at least now we won't die, or at least not so soon anyway. So we have time to think of a plan. Also, I do love how all we hear during this fight is his excessively loud footsteps. This guy's incredibly heavy. You know, I will say though that they do have a few design flaws with this ultimate weapon of war. The fact that we can just knock it off balance with a few cannons. But still, if it actually hits us, it's incredibly destructive. Yeah, we did it. We knocked it off balance. Yeah, but well, it doesn't look like we actually did any damage to it though. Yeah, we still aren't doing any damage yet, but next turn we get to use a harpoon cannon. So we're going to focus up for that. So for now, let's just defend ourselves. Let's focus up. We'll defend on that turn and continue focusing. We're just going to take this laser beam to the face and make sure that we can use our harpoon cannon next turn. Because our normal cannons aren't able to deal any damage to it, but maybe the harpoon cannon through its faces will kill it. So if we think about this guy in terms of his actual moon colour, the red moon symbolises power. So that's both his strength and his weakness. His raw damage is insane, but he doesn't really have any finesse with how he uses it. Alright, so we're going to have to take this one to the face, sadly. Come on, Recumen, give it to us. Man, little Jack's gonna need a repair after this. If we didn't guard that time, it would have done like 7,000 or 8,000 damage to us because we didn't have our Increm up. So without an Increm, it might actually one-shot us if we don't defend. Right, so here's what we've been waiting for, the harpoon cannon. Let's also buff ourselves with an Increm. We're going to make this an incredibly destructive harpoon cannon. And we're also going to throw our secondary cannon into the same turn. So if anything is going to kill the boss, it's going to be this. This is as much raw destructive power as we can put into a single turn right now. Well, you're preparing your attack, but we've also prepared ours. Straight through the heads. Okay, his health bar did actually move then by at least 1 or 2 pixels. But that's not saying much. Even the harpoon cannon can barely put a dent in this guy. At least it managed to knock him off target though. So if the harpoon cannon can't kill him, then the only other choice at the moment would probably be to try and knock him off balance. Because clearly we can't kill him conventionally, we just have to make it now so he can't kill us. No, don't fly through the heads, Vise. I don't know how long we can keep this up. It just feels like we're only prolonging our own deaths. He's got to have a weakness. And his weakness is going to be his feet. Try attacking his feet. They've got to be supporting a lot of weight. That might be its weakness. His footsteps are excessively loud, so if we can shoot down his feet, then we'll knock him off balance. So sadly we don't get to use our harpoon cannon when we attack down here, but we can use all of our heavy cannons. We're going to focus fire on that final turn. We're also going to guard here for safety, and dump all of our damage into this one turn here. And we still have Incram as well. So when this thing readies up for another attack, we're just going to knock it off balance and drop it to the desert floor. Sadly we couldn't evade this attack, because all of our firepower is on the other one. But at least with Increm up it does less damage. Okay, he's not flinching yet, but maybe with both cannons at the same time. Come on, little Jack. He didn't even flinch. Well, that was the last thing that we could try, to be honest. We've tried destroying his head, and we've also tried knocking it to the floor. So at least we can consistently evade his attacks, but in the end of the day, we're just simply not doing any damage to this guy. Damn, I was hoping we might be able to topple that thing over, but it didn't even flinch. There's no use, boy. The only thing we're managing to do is damage our own ship. We can't continue fighting like this much longer. We must retreat for now. Get us out of range of his attacks, boy. We need to think of a new strategy for now. Yeah, Drachma's right on this one. We've tried everything, and nothing works. We need to regroup. You're right, Drachma. I suppose we've got no other choice. Well then, full speed ahead. Get out of the range of that thing's attacks. So we did our best, but sadly a fishing vessel, even with a harpoon cannon, is just no match for a Gigas. Nothing's working. If we keep fighting it head on, we're gonna lose. Hey Fina, can you think of a way to stop it? Gigas don't make their own decisions, they only obey commands given to them by the ones who awaken them. Until Belleza commands it to stop, there's nothing we can do. So if something was to happen to Belleza... I got it, I know how we can stop that thing. You mean ram into the Gigas, right? We've got a harpoon cannon after all. Now let's attack Belleza. You mean attack Belleza's ship, right? If we can stop her, we can force her into calling off the Gigas. You got it. That's a good idea. Either way, we'll last longer fighting against her than we will that thing.
Get moving.
Alright, full rudder. Target Beleza's ship. All hands to battle stations.
Let's go.
Aye aye, Captain. And the little Jack straight into its second airship boss battle. Against the valiant flagship of the 4th Admiral of the Armada, Belleza, the Lynx. Meet my flagship, the Lynx. Now I will show you the true power of the Imperial Armada. My magic cannon will take care of that little ship of yours. Right, so Belleza is going to be very challenging. So we're going to make sure that we start the fight with an Incram. Then we'll guard that turn. Wait, no, we'll guard with Fina, because Aiko, we want you to heal us up, because we're not max health due to the previous fight. And we'll just focus a bit. So, Belleza, being both an admiral and an espionage expert, is going to not be a pushover like the Black Pirates we've been facing so far. She knows ship tactics, and she's going to use them against us. I also don't agree with Drachma when he said that this fight will last longer against than Recumen. Because we're going to take a lot of damage on this fight. Because she has a magic cannon that allows her to use offensive magic. We want to get our hands on one of them, but sadly we don't have it yet. We can only use defensive magic. Right, we're topped up, that's good. So we can see here that Belleza just managed to get behind us then. Her ship does have a much better engine than the Little Jack, so she's able to easily get behind us. So quite a lot of these turns, if we try and attack her, we'll actually just miss completely because we won't even be able to get a lock on her. So we have to be careful. Speaking of being careful, look at all these yellow turns. We really don't have a choice, we have to defend on these turns. And let's get some focus up. We need to wait until we can actually attack her. Because at the moment she's got the advantage, so we just need to play defensively. And speaking of playing defensively, I probably should have healed on my last turn. Oh well. We should be fine. Yeah, you can see that she just keeps getting behind us at the moment. That turn lied to us. She didn't actually do any damage that turn. Belleza's a tricky one, alright. Oh, that's a lot of damage. We definitely need to heal as soon as we get into the next turn. That final focus was a mistake. I definitely should have healed instead. Well, it's a good thing we didn't attack on that turn, or we would have just wasted it since she defended. Damn, the Lady Admiral's good. It's almost as if she can read our every move. Guys, I can't find any openings. Her defense is too good. What should we do? So the trick to this boss fight is to never use the same tactic twice. So to start with, we're going to use how tightly our ship can turn against her. So let's turn hard and try and catch her off guard. If we try and get behind her, then she'll expect that, because that's a generic tactic that everyone uses. My ship's quicker than it looks. They may have surprised me this time, but I'll always have a backup plan. Preparation is one of the keys to victory, handsome. Right, so to start with, we definitely need to heal this turn. So let's start getting our cannons out. So you do a sack res. Athena, you guard that last turn. And Drachma, I want you to start with the 3-inch cannon. So at the moment we're just working up until the point where we can get it with a harpoon cannon. Because that's going to be our main damage dealer. It might look like we're not doing any real damage to her at the moment, but when we can finally get the harpoon cannon, then we'll be able to take her down. At least we can actually see that her health does go down, unlike Recumen's. Yeah, that's a big chunk of damage. So we're going to be able to get our own torpedo soon. When we stop at Marambra again after this fight, we'll be able to pick up one of those torpedoes that we were told about the last time when we went to the ship merchant. But sadly we didn't have a Little Jack at the time, so we couldn't buy one. That's a big chunk of damage. I'm glad we guarded that. Damn, she's too good. I can't find any openings. Boy, we need to get into a good position to fire the harpoon cannon. Right, so at the moment, the thing we haven't tried yet is to use our speed against her. And she won't expect our ship to be as fast as it is, since it is old. Lady Belleza, the enemy vessel is trying to circle around us at what appears to be their top speed. Their ship may be fast, but we only need to ensure that they do not get into position to fire that harpoon cannon. You see, she knows. But next turn we're going to get to fire it. So that's going to be the main damage dealer right there. So for now, let's just get ourselves stronger. Let's see, I think we should heal up again, just in case, because she does do a lot of damage on this fight. We're just going to get all the possible focus that we can. Because next turn we're going to go completely all out on her. So it's worth mentioning that if we fought that Black Pirate a few times before we came here, and we happened to get a certain accessory off him, then that would make this fight excessively easier. Because there's a chance that he can drop a magic resist item for the ship, and that would make this boss fight so much easier if we had one. Man, her subcannon's a lot stronger than ours. We do need to upgrade the weapons of the little Jack as soon as we can. Because we'll never be able to take down any Gigases with the current weapons we've got. This isn't fair. Why would she just sit still like everyone else does? How does she expect us to hit her with a harpoon cannon like this? Right, so here, we're going to outsmart her. She already knows that we're faster than we look, so she's going to expect us to use that again. So instead, we're going to completely stop the little Jack. And she'll just go straight past us. And now it's time to use the harpoon cannon. Also going to heal up just in case here. Not going to use that heal though, we're going to use a normal heal. Oh, that's the wrong move. That way we can still dump our cannon into the harpoon cannon turn. It's better to be safe than sorry here, even though I think the harpoon cannon should kill her. I'd rather have the health just in case. Now we finally got behind her. She's completely lost target, and we have the harpoon cannon lined up and ready. No, our 3-inch cannon didn't work, never mind. And she's down. Yeah, it would have been a better idea to use the main cannon on the previous turn instead, on that crit. Since obviously we were facing the boss head on, so that's why the sub-cannon couldn't hit her. We get a Captain Stripe, we get the magic cannon, so now we can do what she was doing, and fire magic at the enemy. And we get a secondary cannon upgrade, the 3-inch blaster. Ica, signal Belleza's ship. Tell them that we will attack if they don't call off the Gigas. Yay! Aye aye that. Now all we need to do is hope that Lady Admiral listens to our demands. Don't worry, Captain. Belleza's not the kind of person that would needlessly sacrifice the lives of her crew. I'm sure she'll call off the Gigas. Belleza, please. So we weren't able to kill the Gigas, sadly, but at least we could stop it. Vice, look, the Gigas. There is a reply from Belleza's ship. We have called off the Gigas. We are making an emergency landing. I repeat, we have called off the Gigas. We're making an emergency landing. We did it! I like how the desert sands are just going to slowly start covering the Gigas. And it'll be buried once again. You may have won the battle, but you are far from winning the war. There are 5 crystals left. The Valyrian Armada never makes the same mistake twice. You shall not defeat us again. And we won't make the same mistake of underestimating you again either. We'll get those crystals. Fina, where should we go next? Southwest of Nazir, beyond the South Ocean. There's a continent under the Green Moon. Really? There's a continent on the other side of South Ocean? Yes, the green crystal should be there. Ha! That's the continent of Ikataka. Our soldiers are already there. Besides, the South Ocean has a strong headwind. You'll never make it across in that tiny ship of yours. No need to worry about that. We're taking your ship's engine. With that much power, we can get across South Ocean in no time. What? Then how am I supposed to get back? We all decided that you should go back on foot. You trick us, we take your engine. I think we're even now. What was that saying? Only those who have walked through the desert can truly know its size? You want me to walk? Ah, well, I guess I don't have much of a choice. I never actually thought I would truly know the size of the desert. Hey, handsome. You win this time, but Value is more powerful than you can imagine. And the trip to Ikataka is long and perilous. The chance that you'll survive long enough to get there is pretty slim. Are you sure you still want to go? You still have time to reconsider. Real sailors aren't afraid of the unknown. I want to see the world. I'm not going to rest until I've left my mark on it, and I won't let anything or anyone stand in my way. I understand. You're rash and impulsive. I hope you survive long enough for us to meet again. I do like how Belleza has respect for us, it's genuine. He's not just a part of her trickery. That ship engine sounds much better than the old one. And we got the red moon crystal back. It looks like we picked up a magic cannon from the Lady Admiral. Using this, we'll be able to fire cannonballs charged with magical energy. Just like Belleza was doing, right? That's great. Vice, did you hear that? We should really put that thing to good use. Be careful though, boy. Using the magic cannon uses up MP just like normal magic, so don't go crazy with it. So the Temple of Prywin just has this permanent hole next to it now from where the Gigas got out. Now then, before we end this part, there's one more bonus fight we can get into. And luckily it's not a random battle before we reach port, which I thought it was going to be. So first off, let's actually get ourselves a torpedo for the little Jack. Oh, the mystery merchant's here. Let's have a chat. Talk about things. There exists in this world a rare type of moonstone called an abric-cham. You should try feeding abric-chams to silver animals. It will make them grow much faster. you have any new items? No, this is the same stuff as last time. Never mind. Those crystallized boxes are incredibly useful, but we're just going to use crystallized instead. The crystallized box is a bit cheap. You're Visor, you're not. I've heard about you. It's time someone put those Violins in line, and I respect that. Right, so we can finally buy ourselves a torpedo. A light torpedo, well suited for smaller ships. After launch, it attacks its target from above. So I like to put torpedoes in the last slot. We can also buy ourselves a rogue figure. So it was possible to get this item from that black pirate if we were lucky. And that would have made the boss fight against her much easier with all this magic defense. A menacing skull with crossed swords, the symbol of the air pirates, increases magic defense. So we're going to take that, and I guess we'll equip it. Let's see, a turbo kit, ship modification that increases the moonstone power output. It's an upgrade to our previous one. And the steel deck, a deck armoured with multiple layers of steel, has high defensive power. So, probably about 90+% of the ship battle damage is going to be physical. So to be honest, we should get a second one of these to replace the rogue figure. So we're going to do that for safety, and then we'll swap in the rogue figure in future if we need to. See, we could also buy some deluxe kits that will restore our health without using mana. But that's a bit cheap. I prefer to use mana instead. An Aper Wax. That's basically Increm. And some extra bombs. Yeah, that's everything we need. We also didn't get a chance to equip the 3-inch blaster yet. Let's do that. A secondary cannon for the Little Jack, an upgraded version of a 3-inch cannon. Extra defense and hit. Let's use it. There we go. Our Little Jack's quite beefy at the moment, but we can make it a little bit more beefy by using that Captain's Stripe. There we go. So then, before we end this part, there's two things we need to do. The first one is I'm going to off-screen going there and feeding the Burb some more moonfish, so he gets some more item upgrades, because we've got 4 more moonfish on us. And secondly, we're going to fight this guy, Rupee of the Lasso clan. He is the leader of a legendary Lasso clan. The former leader recently passed away, so it was thought that they had disbanded, but they've recently attacked Marambra. They are known for fierce strength, so prepare to defend and heal yourself. I eventually got it right. So now that we have Drachma back, this guy is spawned, and we can fight him. Before we take on the bounty, we're just quickly going to go back and feed Maria's Burb all the 4 fish we picked up lately, from Marambra and from the Temple of Pyron. So we get 50 Sky Sardines. We get an Aura of Valor, which will replenish our party spirit completely. We get a Counter Bracer accessory. And finally we get another Riseland box, which is always useful. We aren't going to be using our Aura of Valor for a very long time. Hey Vise, look, something's different about him. What's wrong? I don't know, he looks different for some reason. I don't know why or how, but it looks like every time he grows, his body changes in other ways too. Well, then let's just keep feeding him. So this big guy here is our next bounty, but before we fight him, we first need to equip Drachma. So when we got Drachma back, he actually came without any armor or accessory. And he also has an old weapon, so we want to replace that with an excavation arm, which we got from the underground here. We also want to give him the flame mantle. And we want to give him the counter bracer we just got. Improves physical attributes slightly, as well as counter-attacking, attack power, and hit percentage. Okay, and now it's time to do battle. Hey, isn't that one of the guys on the wanted list at the Sailors Guild? Let's talk to him. You have the look of a sailor about you. Today is your lucky day. We're feeling generous. So leave all your money and I'll let you live. Do not attempt to resist. We're the legendary air pirates of the Lasso clan. So you're Rupee Lasso, eh? Good timing. We were just looking for you. You've made quite a name for yourself, robbing innocent sailors and all. As Blue Rogues, we cannot sit idly and let you continue like this. You're quite brave for such a small boy. Very well then, shall we battle here and get it over with? No, wait. There's no need to cause needless destruction in the city. Meet me at my ship. We can fight on the deck. Out in the open, eh? Very well. Lead the way. I do like how cordial everyone is in this world. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll go join you on your airship to fight you. I am Vise of the Blue Rogues. Rupee Lasso, prepare to defend yourself. You truly are a brave little boy. However, you are mistaken about one thing. I am not Rupee Lasso. Master Rupee, it's time to do battle. Please come out here. Barter, you know how I hate fighting. Master Rupee, you're the head of a Lasso clan. You should not say things like that. There are enemies present. Now that your father has passed away, you are our leader. You must be strong. This little runt is their leader? I'd heard that the leader of a Lasso clan was a giant. I guess I shouldn't believe everything I hear.
What?
How dare you speak of Master Rupee like that? You shall pay for your insolence. I shall crush your skulls like so many lacquer berries. Like lacquer berries? Barty, do you always have to be so graphic? It makes me sick to my stomach. Master Rupee, I was just trying to put fear into them. Be strong, we're about to do battle.
Prepare yourself!
Now put your back into it. We must show them the true power of the Lasso clan. So, the main gimmick of this boss fight is to do the opposite of what you usually do. So here, we want to not kill the healer first. The healer needs to stay alive, otherwise we die. So to start with, we're going to use all 4 of these Glyphs of Might I just bought, which will cast Increm on us for free. The reason why we're doing this is because we won't be able to use any magic on this fight, so we want to do this on the first turn. Legendary Charge.
Let's try this!
So we're just going to spread all the buffs on everyone. And then we'll get started on the next turn.
Here goes!
Once we finally get Incremus, then we'll be able to buff everyone in the party with just a single spell. But that's quite a while away yet. Right, luckily he's buffing himself and not the other boss. At least for now, anyway. We're never going to attack him until this other guy's dead, so him having more defense doesn't matter.
This should work.
Okay, so now that we're all buffed, our main strategy for this fight is going to be everyone pile onto Barter, and Ica just Delta Shield throughout the entire fight. Creates an anti-magic shield around all allies for 1 turn, and blocks allies' magic as well. And Fina is going to do Lunar Blessing. Fina calls to the Silver Moon and blesses each party member with regeneration. And Drachma, as usual, just punch the boss in the face. So we're going to be relying purely on the regeneration to heal us on this fight, since we can't use any healing magic. So the reason why we're doing Delta Shield is to basically make Rupee irrelevant.
Take that!
Man, that's one legendary punch, alright. I wish Drachma could do that. So Rupee will just spam magic every single turn. So this is why we want Delta Shield up, to keep us safe from anything he does. And this way, all we have to do is focus on the other guy. So Ica's job this entire fight is purely to use Delta Shield. Oh, nice, a normal attack. So this is the main reason why we want to be doing Delta Shield, is so we can't be affected by Dronos. Because when Rupee uses Dronos, it seems to have a very high success chance, and it will just debuff all of us. And it will also override Increm. So it will basically make the fight take like twice as long if he manages to get that debuff on us. Right, Ica continues to Delta Shield, Fina continues to focus, and Drachma, it's your turn to punch him in the face with your own legendary punch. He's wasting all his turns on normal attacks, I like it. Right, sadly Delta Shield won't block their magic, so Increm will still go through. But at least he did it later than himself, so he managed to get some bonus damage. Right, he's already half dead. Okay, now just continue to attack him. We could do a Cutlass Fury this turn. Actually, yeah, let's do a Cutlass Fury, why not? Because we can still afford a Delta Shield doing that. And Drachma, punch him in the face. Alright, he's going to do another legendary punch next turn. Hopefully he'll do it on Drachma again, because Drachma has a load of health. Yeah, Visor's damage is still smaller than Drachma's, sadly, but that will be changed very soon. So you want to try and get another tackle on the boss before he's dead. It would be nice to finish him with a punch of our own. Well, we've all got good health, so we should be able to survive the legendary punch. So Ica continues to Delta Shield, we have to never forget to do that. Drachma, punch him.
Take this!
Man, you're asking to be finished with a tackle, aren't you? Oh, he's healing the boss. That's a bit inconvenient. Oh well, tackle next turn will solve that problem. Hopefully he won't counterattack Drachma. That'll be really... Oh, I thought he was going to then, because the attack stayed up for a bit too long. But no, luckily he didn't. Okay, Drachma, it's your turn to shine. I want to see a good, honest punch to the face. Let's do this. Oh, we didn't even charge for this one. Okay, Ica's dead. That's not good. That's actually the worst possible time for Ica to die, because we need her up on the next, when this guy dies. Alright, let's punch him in the face. So the problem now is that the other guy can now use a powerful AoE attack. And if he does that this turn, then we might be in trouble. Because Ica isn't up. This is probably a good time to use our Rizlan crystal. And everyone else... Let's see, what's... Dracuma's health's pretty low. We'll try and get Dracuma's health up. See, guard Dracuma, you should be fine if you do that. Actually, yeah, we're going to be fine. No worry.
Here goes.
As long as if he does bad attack, then we should be fine. Because we can all survive it. And then next turn we can start doing Delta Shield again. Right, so this is his main move he does when the other guy's dead. I believe that's a rank 4 fire damage move, so it's very powerful. But that's why we're going to spam Delta Shield.
Move! Give me strength!
Right, and now time to just work on the boss. So, back to Delta Shield. And back to punching the boss. That was a little bit iffy then, but we managed to solve it. So Panica will confuse us if it lands, but obviously it's not going to land. I just punched the little guy in the face. That's probably not the nicest thing to do. But hey, he's an air pirate. Continue Delta Shielding. You continue focusing, and you continue punching him. And then next turn we'll be able to do another tackle. Hopefully regeneration will heal us enough to get the better fight music. At the moment we don't have the hype fight music yet for some reason, even though we're all kind of high health. So I don't know why. Anyway, let's continue attacking. And punch him in the face. Ah, nice dodge, kid. So if we killed Rupee first, then Barter will get a really heavy damage single target move, and he will just spam it on all of us. And just kill us one at a time. But this guy's AoE move is potentially worse, but since we can Delta Shield it... Oh, you managed to survive a punch. There we go, now we get the hype music. The game's recognised the fact that we're winning. Oh, I think this is time for Cutlass Fury. Nothing personal, kid.
That was easy.
Right, so we get a big chunk of experience and money. We also get 2 level ups, which is wonderful. But the main reward from doing this is the item we get, the Captain's Hat. We'll see what that is afterwards, because it's amazing. Unbelievable. The mighty Lasso clan has been defeated. Barter, that's why I said we shouldn't pick fights like this in the first place. What's wrong, Rupee? You don't like being an air pirate? Not really. I actually can't stand the sight of blood. It makes me queasy. I'd much rather stay in town with my mum and make carpets. In fact, my mother told me that the carpets I made for her sold quickly, and people are asking for more of my designs. Master Rupee? But what will happen to the Lasso clan? What will happen to its legacy? Well, a man has to follow his dreams. If he doesn't want to be an air pirate, then what's the point, right? I'm the son of an air pirate too, and I'm sure if I didn't want to follow in my dad's footsteps, I wouldn't have. But this is the life I chose. Rupee, if there's something else you'd rather do, then do it. If you don't, you'll probably regret it for the rest of your life. Really? So I can go back to the carpet store and make carpets with my mum? Of course. Nothing is more important than your dreams. Remember that.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do my best. Master Rupee, what are you doing? Now you stay out of this. We beat you fair and square, so if I says Rupee can make carpets, then Rupee's gonna make carpets, okay? Barter, let's make carpets together. I won't run away from this. I'll see you around then, Rupee. We've got many things to do and many things to see, but good luck with your carpets.
Yeah.
Thanks. I may not be a very good air pirate, but in the name of the Lasso clan, I'm gonna make the best carpets ever. Right, so what we got from that fight, we got a seed. I guess we may as well use that. See, where is that seed? It's back here. Increases power by 3. Well, we'll give that to Vise. Do you have any others? No, looks like that was it. Okay. But the main thing that we were looking for is this accessory we just got. The Captain's Hat. A hat passed down through generations of Nozarian air pirates. Boosts wearer's attack power by 80. So we now have 259 attack power instead of 189. That's ridiculous. That's amazing, and it's probably the best accessory in the entire game. And only Vise can wield it. So that is just going to turn Vise into an absolute powerhouse now. So let's get our reward money. So you're the guy that everyone's been talking about, the one we call Vise the Respected. Welcome to the Sailors Guild. I hear you defeated one of the bounties. Well done. Here's your reward. You earned it. 2,000 gold. Well, it's better than nothing. Right, so before we head to the next land... Oh, we can buy a discovery tip for the new lands. But we already know where that is. It's beyond South Ocean. Now let's check the wanted list. The new leader of the Lasso clan was nothing but a young boy. In a strange turn of events, that same boy has given up life as a pirate and has joined his mother in his carpet making business. His giant of a bodyguard has also decided to join him. So that's a good ending to that story. We haven't got another bounty yet though, so there's still quite a few to go in the game, and a new one hasn't opened up yet. We'll get the new ones later. If you're looking for Belleza, she quit. I still can't believe she left though. She used to bring in the customers. She did leave a message though. I decided that finding out how vast the desert was, we'll have to wait for another time, handsome. A sailor must be prepared for any situation, but I underestimated you. I will not a second time. Farewell for now. We shall meet again. Oh, that's all she wrote. I couldn't figure it out. Perhaps you know what she meant. Right, so she's basically saying she had an escape craft that we didn't know about, so she didn't actually walk the desert after all.